Raising cattle in Wisconsin is so unique because I think there's so many diverse ways to do it. We have cow-calf operations, we have some feedlot operations, you see colored breeds, you see dairy breeds. It's just very diverse.
We run an intensive rotational grazing operation, so we have larger sets of cattle that are divvied out into 8 different groups by males and females, steers and heifers, and they rotate through 35 to 40 pastures, trying to utilize the forages that we grow here in southwestern Wisconsin.
There's a lot of dairy farms in Wisconsin, and their bull calves, they need a place to go. So we take those bull calves versus beef animals. I like being able to raise beef and work with my dad and work for ourselves.
Our farm is a family-owned farm. My husband's grandparents established it. It was the early 1900s, and there has been a Quam living here since then.
When you can work with your mother still, she's 89 years old, she'll be out checking cows every day. When you can have your son, your daughter, your wife, and now to see a grandson coming up, you know that this is a lifestyle that you were afforded as a child, and you had the ability to grow up in a family setting. It don't get any better than this.
Kane gets so excited to go out and see the tractors and get involved. We get to spend so much quality time as a family outside and seeing how our food's raised.
The consumers have spoken. People do care and want to know where their products come from. There is a lot of truth to that. Telling our story is more pertinent today, in my opinion, than it ever has been before.
Animal care is extremely important to us, and that looks different each season. So when we're looking at summer, we're looking at cow comfort, making sure they have proper feed, proper water, shade, or some areas to get out of the sun. And then as we transition into winter, it's about keeping them warm, keeping them fresh water, and giving them shelter from the wind.
I have a TMR mixer, so it's a totally mixed ration. And you can take your different ingredients, the mineral, the hay, the cord, everything is weighed out, and you blend it all together so that every bite they're taking, it's all balanced. It's less chance of getting an upset stomach, so it keeps your animals healthier.
If you don't treat them well, you don't get a good product out of it. And that's our livelihood and that's our way of life, so we need to respect them and treat them well.
One of the steps our industry has taken is what's called BQA, Beef Quality Assurance. And so that covers the entire spectrum of the industry, from when a calf is born to when they're processed. It also ensures to consumers that no matter where they buy their product, they know what the protocols that were in place that took that animal through its grazing life or through the feedlot stage, through the processing, all of that.
We are monitored from the time the beef walks off the trailer until it comes into the case. It all has to be documented. And when the inspectors come in, if they come in and they go, well, where's this batch of hamburger? We have it down on the hamburger. I can tell you the exact time we ground your hamburger. So safety in the business is huge.
We're implementing a lot of practices to make it more sustainable for the future. We've looked at going to all no-till, which we're at about 95% on our farm this year. We've also looked at implementing cover crops that we can use to pasture the cows on to extend our grazing season. And then we're also doing grass waterways, which help to prevent soil erosion.
We have these cattle out in these pastures utilizing these forages. If you can see in the background how rough that is, it would be impossible to farm that. And so instead of it sitting in woods and not being productive, those cattle make manure, put it back on the pasture, and so that manure distribution going back on the ground is improving the ground year after year. To me, that is incredibly sustainable and great for the environment.
I feed my family beef because I think it's the most nutritious and versatile protein that I can buy them.
We feed our family beef because it's a great nutritious protein.
We take a lot of pride in the animals we raise and the people we feed. We really get a lot of enjoyment about hearing the feedback from the consumers about the product that we sold and how much they enjoy it.
I mean, when it's properly seasoned and cooked or smoked or however you want to do it, it's just an awesome product. And I love working with it and I love selling it.
The key message I want consumers to know about beef: we care. We care about you as a consumer, we care about our animals, we care about the land, We care about our family. Without all that coming into play, there's no reason for me to be here as a beef producer. That's all you need to know. We care.